don't not go together.
It's
very
kind of a good fade, to be honest.
It's kind of a good fade.
Your work.
Hello, Balor. Sorry, we're just jamming out to this. What is it called, Zeki?
This is actually called Retro Casual Theme number 7.
A perfect
Luke.
name, if ever there was one.
Perfect name for a perfect song.
It's true.
So what are we doing today, Zeki?
Well, a little bit of chiptune, a little bit, Baylor. But tonight, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, everybody.
What?
Welcome.
Wait.
Yeah, welcome to the Chaos Golden Girls love event.
Love event?
The love event.
The love event.
For the love of chaos.
For the love of the tubes.
For the love of the tubes.
Aww. If you told Mag about the tubes, she'd probably lose her freaking mind, to be honest. She'd be like...
Oh, you don't say.
Thanks for the sub, Ash. Appreciate you. All right.
Awesome.
Do you want to, give us a little bit of where the fuck we're coming from, and then we'll figure out where the fuck we're going?
Isn't that what we do? Pretty much.
That's what we do! Woo!
Yeah, let's talk. So it was a pretty slice of life episode the last time. I feel like y'all were figuring yourselves out in this new environment, right? There was love lost, action, a yelling captain, descriptions of butts getting kicked, placeholders for names for that shall not be said out loud. What else happened?
We met the greatest ship's cook in the history
Oh, yeah, what a fucking
of
homie.
the world.
Yeah, you
Margaret, my
Margaret.
best friend.
Margaret was truly a homie. She gave me cheese.
met cheese and bread.
And bread.
You were really feeling the cheese though.
I was drunk. I do not claim responsibility for my actions while intoxicated.
Dungeons and Dragons, the best place to pretend you ate a really good cheese.
Right?
Didn't
In
even
all-
start drunk.
Yeah. In all my time, I never thought that, RPing, how you like your eggs done and a good cheese, I never thought
That's really
was
where
gonna
all the
be-
time goes, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's the best time.
Yeah.
Denny got
Eating
pop star
cheese.
drunk. That is absolutely true.
So what
But
are we doing tonight, Zeki?
what are we doing tonight? You want to know what we're doing tonight?
Yeah.
Besides
Yeah,
just bop
tell us-
into this fucking music.
Everything we need to know, so we're not surprised.
Also, Caitlin Asher says that she is mesmerized by the wondrous menagerie behind you, Rachel.
I own too many items. It's a problem.
But is it a problem? Is it
It's
really?
not, but if it were really a problem, would I put it all in my camera background? Come on.
Is that a Chewbacca head wearing a baseball cap, or am I seeing things?
That is a Chewbacca head
Okay.
wearing a baseball cap.
Perfect.
Isn't it an Ash Ketchum hat?
It's a Pokemon. Excuse me, sir. You cannot eat my dice.
Not tonight.
Can you not? Gremlin, get out of here. Scoot your boot.
My one gremlin is currently up high, which is nice because then maybe she won't walk across my keyboard and cut me out.
That's
Can
ideal.
you- Literally, sir, you cannot use my mic stand as your post. To kick you out of here
Getting rowdy here tonight, everybody.
already.
All right, Zeki, show us
but
what's
yeah,
going on.
Yeah, you met Margaret. You had good vibes, and then we kind of left the episode with you enjoying dinner and enjoying the rest of the evening. on your first night on the ship. And I believe there was a good soup that Margaret had made and put together
There
for
was
everybody.
good soup.
And we were going to pick up, on the next day, where you hear a loud, like old-timey bell that you would imagine is on a ship. And it wakes all of you up, actually. Everyone was sleeping. This was way after dinner and everything else had happened. Kind of fast forward a little bit. Unless there was something y'all wanted to touch upon from where we left off.
Oh, I was having a great time. No, I was just saying I'm good. I was having a grand old time. Zero
Perfect.
interest in doing anything else.
Excellent.
Yeah, I feel like Valda probably just completely passed out after getting drunk with Denis.
Yeah, that was a big bonding experience, right?
It
We're
was.
besties now.
So do we get a long rest?
Yes, you all get a long rest.
Woo!
If you used anything or took any damage from, say, a mast swinging aggressively in your direction, that may have also happened.
Yup.
So that is good to know. That you did receive a long rest and are good to go now. As you are woken up, daylight, nighttime is kind of like a relative thing when you're on the astral sea. There's just a lot of like ambient light and then more light when you go past certain suns that you're flying by. And you each have would you each wanted to have like your own bunks or a shared bunk? The option is yours.
Hi.
Yeah,
I
how well do your fantasy characters like each other?
I mean, I know that I would be super down to bunk up with Mag, and I think given the fact that I was drunk last night, I would be totally into the idea of like us all sharing a room. But also if Mag was like, I'm good, I think I would have been totally fine to just like crash with Valda.
Oh no, Mag is totally down to slumber party. Are
Okay,
you
great.
kidding me? As the most sober one of the group, it was very much just like Mag, this 3-foot tall being, just ushering these two giant drunk dragonborn.
Oh,
And
you're
just
right.
like, oh my gosh. I just imagine like Mag just reaching up and holding both of their hands, like this little like 80s sitcom intro, except she's much older than they
I
are.
love that. I love that so much.
She's just holding like 2 fingers of each hand.
Yeah.
So yes, to answer your question, I think we're all bunking together.
Yeah. I would say
Sounds-
maybe even a cuddle puddle happened.
Okay.
For sure.
A sorority of cuddle puddle.
And probably what would happen is like as soon like going to bed, Valda is like totally down, cuddle puddle, great, wakes up and is like, no, just no.
Not Valda's sober thing.
No, not Valda's sober thing.
I think this has happened to Denise so many times that she's not even phased.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey, at least I know the people who I'm in bed with this time. That's a step up for sure.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah. Solid start.
It's always really funny when I realize that I know you love us better than you do, Denis.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm never wrong.
But also, I just don't agree with you on principle.
And Valda is just like, why are there people around me?
What you see out of you notice that as you're now awake after a second round of bells happens, taking in all of what might have happened last night and seeing there's a couple little window holes and you notice that there is a glowing blue light coming in through the windows, kind of setting the vibe as you are woken up this morning.
Why is there so much light and so many people?
There's literally 2 people, Valda.
It's too many people.
I see. Well, you really wanted to hang for as long as we could last night, Valda. We could only oblige you.
Valda, you were getting so good at singing. By the end of the night, I swear you could have like been a backup singer for me. It was like beautiful. Tonal
Voice
quality.
Of an angel.
So true.
I was singing?
You were singing and dancing. It was so cute. Actually, wait, hold on a second. And I'm going to pull out my little sending stone, and I have a recording of me and Valda doing a little choreographed dance together the night before. And I'm going to show it to her and be like, isn't it so cute? I was thinking about posting it, but like, I'm not sure if I want to share it yet.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have so many questions.
As you should.
Where do you put? Do you like stick it to a wall?
I put it in the tubes, and then all of my fans can see it on the tubes.
What are tubes?
Well, there's literally, like at home, there's like a bunch of tubes that go through the whole city. And sometimes when you do something really cool, you can like send it into the tubes, and then all of your friends can see it too.
Don't look at me, I'm too old for the tubes. I don't understand this chicanery.
Yeah. Can I see that again?
Oh my god, of course. And I'll play her the video again.
Can I hold it?
I'm gonna inside check the shit out of that.
I would like it known that Mag does not need an inside check, but Mag's gonna stay silent.
I got a
Chaos.
15.
What do you want me to roll?
If
Insight.
anything.
Well, I mean, I'll give you options.
Okay.
Either roll charisma, because you're just being honest and like trying to persuade
Okay.
out of honesty, or roll a like deception if you're trying to be sly about something.
I'm trying to be sly about something.
You're trying to
Alright.
delete this fucking video, bitch, and I don't want to let you.
Oh, fuck.
That's a good sign.
An 11.
Babe, look, I know that you're uncomfortable now, but someday when you're famous, you're gonna look back on this and see your evolution, and like, you're gonna feel good.
Denny. Do you forget that there is a warrant out for my arrest?
I didn't post it to the tubes yet, Valda. I'm not completely incompetent.
Insight check.
Go for it, yeah. I believe the roles are reversed now.
Okay, so I have a question for you, DM, because if I could have posted it to the tubes, I absolutely would have. But is it possible on this intergalactic spaceship for me to have even done that?
There's no wireless tubes invented as of yet.
So then there's no need
Very
to
much an
incite me. I have not been
intranet
able.
system.
Oh,
I have
okay.
not been able to post it, but not because I'm smart and doing it to save you, but because I just haven't been able to connect to the tubes yet.
Great, because I rolled a 4 insight.
Great.
Perfect.
Also, like, everyone at home, keep in mind that Katie completely is making up the internet right now, and I was going out of my way to not save her on this explanation of what tubes is. But now I feel like I must step in that I must explain it is purely an intranet. And when Denis is all excited about the tubes back home, she's talking about a local network of about 7 or 8 houses.
just these are literally
When I said
tubes
my friend,
underground.
That's what I was thinking. Just my friends.
Yeah, just her
Just
friends.
my friends.
I love that Denis just calls all of her friends her
Her
fans.
fans. Oh yeah.
They're just all her fans.
Everyone's my fan.
Unbelievable.
All right. So I'm not giving her the phone. Sorry, phone. Stone.
So, I'm even like allowing the fact that now these like stones of sending have like voice video chat capabilities.
Well, honestly, I don't expect you to let me use this stone in any way that is going to be useful for me. I would just like to be able to record things to be able to share them with my fans / friends.
I will say that on the timeline that this campaign is behaving on, sending
This campaign
stones-
is not behaving.
This campaign is
Frankly.
so not well behaved.
That's true. But for the sake of the timeline, sending stones have been around for thousands and thousands of years. At this point, people have begun to add other forms of illusion magic to almost like R2D2 like projection a message. So that is where we're at with sending stone technology in this timeline at this place in the world.
Sweet.
Just more magic. That's literally the answer. It's not like technology got better. It's just more magic.
So, did they tell us how long we were going to be like doing the flying thing for, or are we just kind of chilling? Do we have somewhere to go? I'm still feeling really scaly and dry, and I know we talked about, maybe getting me some scale care in the near future, and like I don't want to keep going on and on about the scale care, but also, scale care.
I think that's what we're doing.
Like
I do believe that the captain in the map room where you were very bored, Denise, showed you the route and that we were gonna need to make a couple pit stops along the way. So you should be fine.
Okay, right, but like, are we landing like soon? Like today? Because again, really dry, so dry. Feeling a little
You
ashy.
hear a third round of like bell ringing happening.
I presume the bells probably mean it's time to go. They seem quite persistent.
All right, then in that case, I think I would sort of start to meander my way out onto the decks to see the fuck is up.
All right. I
I will
assume
follow while
others-
also looking for a cup of coffee.
We'll see what we can do there. Maybe in the galley, Margaret will be able to fix something up for you. And you do make it up to the top deck of this ship. You realize that blue light wasn't just, ambient astral sea nebulous light reflecting or anything like that, but it was the blue sun. And you had been told that it would take about 2 days to get past the blue sun and to your next destination to kind of resupply and stuff like that. And as you are walking across the top deck, you look over to the starboard side and are able to see this radiant blue sun just kind of giving off this like it's almost a warmth, but there's just like almost like something's missing.
Denny, can
Yeah?
you capture the sun on your stone?
I mean,
I
yeah.
don't. Please, can you make an image for me?
I'm gonna take a little selfie with the sun in the background, like.
You Do you also get any of your companions in these shots? Or
No.
is just
No, it's just me.
Okay,
Mag posed and is unsure how sending stones work, and is like,
Am I in it? Was I in there too?
Oh my god, yes, Mag, you were totally in it. She was totally
Oh, good.
Wasn't it at all.
I would love to have a physical copy of that for my scrapbook.
Oh my god, yeah, for sure. When we get home, I can totally get you one.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Denis.
Yeah.
But as you look over to the other side of the ship, you see a pretty large green and pink and red and kind of almost like an aquamarine at times planet kind of floating there very close to the ship. And you see the captain kind of take a mage hand and beckon you over to the wheel where Captain Starstream is sitting on his spelljamming throne.
Of course he is.
Good morning, Captain Starstream. I hope you rested well. How are you today, good Captain Sir?
I slept like a baby because I had that delicious soup.
That soup was amazing. Margaret is a treasure. Frankly, wowzers.
I don't want to say that I was intentionally waiting for, our last chef to leave, but I can't say I'm upset that Margaret has joined the crew.
So, like, are we gonna land soon? Like, just checking. Just checking in. Just a little checky check. Yeah.
Why, yes, Denis, that is the plan. Hence why the third bell had rung. Wanted to make sure we had all hands on deck. Just in case.
In case. In case what?
You never know. And, the hand, just spins the wheel as it starts to descend rather quickly. Grab onto your butts! Something that Captain Starstream seems to, always say. It's his, thing.
Grab on tube. Okay. Great.
I just want to put a tentative claw onto the railing of the ship.
That's probably very advisable. As I'm going to have all of you make dex saves, Valda at advantage.
Oh.
Mag has just grabbed her own butt.
I didn't grab anything, and I got a 4.
8.
15.
I would say if you were below 10, you stumble awkwardly in the opposite direction of where the ship is going. Kind of catching yourself off guard, and maybe in the rare case, Denis falling prone and then getting back up again.
Nobody saw it.
Taking-
It's fine.
Taking more embarrassment damage than anything else.
Nobody saw it. It's fine. Nobody saw it. It's fine.
But if you were above a 10, you were safe. And I believe that was the rail that you had grabbed. Able to kind of stand firm as the ship descended. And you get that roller coaster feeling when you're going down the big hill.
Oh,
The
this
big
is
hill
not
of
good
trademark.
hungover.
Oh, yeah. So,
Oh no, Valda.
Oh.
but you make it. It was a rough 5 to 10 minute roller coaster ride. But you have done it. You've made it to your first extra planar planet. Extraplanar planet named Perdion. And just want to, reiterate that what you had kind of seen as you're coming in, you're seeing a lot of this aquamarine grass covering a lot of these hills around what looks like a small town that you're heading into. And you notice that there's outcroppings of rocks and other soils, and they're like a bright, like hot pink red type color. So like you just get this very like contrasting like blue with like the fields. It's like a lot of blue grass and like these reddish pink hills and cliff sides and stuff like that. And as you dock, I guess you could say, you kind of land outside of like the town, not like in like a designated Spelljammer like parking lot sort of area, and you're able to depart with no issues. Captain Starstream kind of says to you all, I have a few things to take care of at the tavern. Margaret's going to be filling the galley with more food, and the crew is going to be cleaning and also taking care of refilling water and that kind of stuff. I do have one request. I will make sure that Denis, Valda, your cream needs are met.
I'm so sorry.
Is it something I said?
I mean, to be fair, she's the one that needs it.
I don't know.
You just don't know it yet. Okay, babe? It's gonna be fine. You're gonna understand soon.
I knew
All
another
of our
beholder
cream
that had
needs will be met
scales.
soon.
They also need a lot of the cream.
We'll be full of cream. It'll be great.
Oh my gosh.
But
Sorry.
yeah, I'll get you guys the cream you need. But would you be able to do this one favor for me?
Yeah.
I need you to take this package here over to an old friend of mine. His name is Pascal Bigsburger.
Have I heard of this character?
Roll a history check.
Oh god, I do not have good history. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that would be a 3.
You have never heard of this backwater planet, let alone
Okay,
a Pascal Bigsburger.
great.
So not in your wheelhouse, unfortunately.
All right.
Unfortunately.
Cool.
What is he handing us to transport?
Oh, perfect. I was glad someone was going to ask. It's a small rectangular package, probably, 6 inches by 3 inches by like 2 inches or something like that. And it's like covered in like a very basic brown paper, nothing fancy, little twine like holding it all together. But like very benign looking package.
Now, Captain, I would love to say that we would be absolutely honored to run this courier package for you in repayment for saving our butts from the mansion. But I do want to make it abundantly clear, never been to this planet before, so maybe a map or some directions to your guy would be great.
Oh, that's no problem.
Thank you.
You see, there's one road leaving here.
Oh, one road leaving.
Mac pulls out a notebook and like writes down the training directions.
One road leaving.
And Pascal lives a couple hours walk from the town, going in that same direction.
In the same direction. Amazing.
So
Now-
you know this town here that you're here in case you get lost or wander off the road is Hallish.
Hallish. Got it. And
What does the Pascal dude look like? Just in case, like, we see him and we don't know that it's him.
Denny, that was my second question, girl.
I
You
love
get me.
Meg. I love you so much.
I love you.
I love you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Pascal is kind of short, very strong nose. Looks over at one of the crew. I guess you could say he's very well dressed a lot of the time. And like the crew just kind of laughs.
So why was that funny? Like I feel like there's a joke here and we're missing the joke, but you guys like have the joke.
Nothing. You'll see.
I literally hate that answer, but fine.
But,
Now, when you're talking about a nose, is it a nose that is covered in scales, or is it a beak? Is it something? What kind of humanoid are we dealing with?
it is quite a beak.
Quite a also like maybe like an Aarakocra type.
Yeah. Something like that.
Why do I feel like we're just not getting all the information right now?
Why do I feel like we're gonna be abandoned on this weird planet?
Why do I
feel like-
also feel like this feels like a test?
This is not a test. I just really don't want to do this. And I'm the captain.
You're not
I-
gonna leave us behind, are you? You're being so cryptic. I've been betrayed by captains in the past, and
Here.
I'm
Here.
not- Yeah, okay.
And the captain hands you the Heart of the Seas. That cursed item that you don't really want to see ever again.
Oh well, you really gotta hurt my feelings about this, don't you?
Well, I
Okay.
can't really go anywhere without this thing, so I'm not going to leave you behind if you take it. If you don't trust me.
Trust is earned, Captain.
And Mag takes back the snuffy puff, as she called it.
The snuffy
That
puff.
was what it was.
It might have
Well,
been a snuffy puff. It might have been
I'm
something
pretty
else.
sure it was a snuffy
I think
puff.
it was a snuffy puff.
A snuffy puff, nonetheless, is now within your inventory. Begrudgingly. There, so
Couldn't just take the cook. I would take the cook. The cook could be fun.
the cook needs to get ingredients.
Fair. That's fair.
Snuffy puff. Thank you, Dora.
So I guess we're gonna take
Guess we
this
go.
random package to a random person, and this is gonna be so great. Yay.
Yeah, just try to keep it out of direct sun and don't let it get too hot.
I have so many questions, and
I
you're
wanna-
really not giving me any.
Can I look at it and see if there are any like air holes in the package?
Yeah, you can investigate the package. Roll an investigation check for me. Or perception, whatever you prefer.
We'll go with perception because then I don't have a negative.
I like it.
Excuse me, Buttercup. I am rolling like crap. Oh my!
Put that
Great.
dice in jail. Get a new one.
Put it in dice jail, babe.
These were all the ones that like rolled really well right before the stream, and now they're like psych.
You'll have those sometimes. They're
Ah.
teases.
The old bait and switch.
Yeah. So I see nothing.
It's just a plain
Bye.
brown paper package.
I vote we go so we can come back and drink more of the wine.
If you get back early enough, you can hang out with at the tavern. That's where I'll be.
Denise just starts walking in the direction she wants to get
I
there.
guess okay, we're going. The road, the one way. Meet a dubiously well-dressed, possibly not well-dressed Aarakocra. Deliver mystery package.
Possibly not an Aarakocra, but definitely has a beak.
Something with a beak. Here we go. Don't have me carry the package. I always shake all my Yuletide presents. So
I will hold the package then.
I'm not holding it, so that's good.
Package has been held.
Oh.
All right. So this part of Perdion is fairly reminiscent of the material plane, all things considered. I mean, if you consider the aquamarine grasses that produce a strange tritone sound when the wind kind of blows through them, that's totally something you would see on the material plane, right? I mean, the earth, or soils rather, are like a hot pinkish red, kind of like I was saying before. And the road out of town, while not paved or laid with any kind of cobblestone, also is the same red as this dirt, except it looks like a little, like slightly rutted in, where carts have been going past for who knows how long. But you're seeing like a great deal of age with how compacted and just like run down the road kind of is looking. It's not run down in like a bad way, but run down in a homey, rustic way, I guess you could say.
Do you think that the Birdman is the Eyeball Man's like ex, and that's why he doesn't want to talk to him? Because like I could totally get that.
I mean, I try not to judge, but it also seems like the captain maybe just doesn't want to do errands.
I mean, maybe, but like he was so weird about it that I just feel like there's more to the story, and I'm sure now that they were romantically involved, and I get it. And now I'm totally here for the mission. So
I mean, I have a history in the Astral Sea. I have read about Captain Starstream. I don't remember anything about ex-lovers.
I mean, I'm sure Captain Starstream fucks. He looks like a guy who fucks.
I mean, I'm not... All I'm saying is that in all the history books, there's no mention of anyone.
I mean, some people are private. It's fine.
I mean, maybe. I mean, he's pretty notorious.
No matter what Valda or Mag says, the headcanon for Denis is now that this is an ex-lover, and she's totally on board.
Yeah, I mean, you got all of like the tentacle eye stalks and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just
I mean,
throwing
look,
out
I don't
facts.
judge. I don't kink shame. Everyone deserves to get it off and on and off again. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, what's happening around us?
We're a very sex positive group. It's fine.
Where are we going? Help!
I was going to just add there that it's a fine day with the blue sun warming the land as the three of you follow the road a ways. About an hour into your trip, you notice that while the road kind of winds around like these large hills, these large bluegrass hills, you begin to decline ever so slightly, and the last 15 minutes you've been continuing this trend until you're seeing there's a bridge at a river crossing. It's kind of wild. The water unexpectedly orange, like an opaque orange. Kind of weird, right? I mean, I've never really, I'm not sure, I've seen some orange water, but there is like a very like steady stream going through this river, and you notice that there's like if you roll a perception checks for me, everybody. Yes, it is just like a big Sunny D stream.
16.
15.
14.
So 16, 15, and 14? You all are so perceptive. I love it.
At
you
least we
notice-
have that going for
Yeah,
us.
right?
I don't know why I said that in Mag's voice, but here we are.
But you all kind of hear this like faint exploding sound in the background. Just like, you know, if it was like a loud gunshot off in the distance, or maybe like a small explosive charge going off. But you hear that in the background in the distance. It's no big deal. Sure, I'm sure it's nothing.
Falda immediately like takes a defensive stance, like goes in front of Denis and Mag, shield out, Morningstar, like ready to go.
Okay. And things, in fact, are going to start to get funky as you approach this bridge. I assume that is what you're going to do. How would you like to approach this scenario?
Honestly, Denis is just walking. Denis does not have any reason to suspect, other than that sound in the distance, that there is any danger. So I'm gonna just swagger my way up.
All right. Well, as you make your way to the bridge and approach it, you notice in the water that there are these like black and brown hunks of ice, like very large. Maybe, you know, I'm just trying to like make hand gestures now. That are just like floating down the river and like bumping into the bridge, like beams that are going into the water.
Okay.
Not damaging anything, but just like they're that large that they are like, you can hear them as they like bump into the wood of the bridge and stuff like that. But then you notice that like instead of like the explosions kind of happening, that the ground begins to shake a little bit in kind of a rhythm, as around the bend in front of you there is this extremely large boar that has these like bright emerald green, almost like fish scales, and it has like these giant 4 tusks, and you just like hear it like its feet, its hooves like pounding on the ground as it like charges you across the bridge. What are y'all doing?
Mag is going to touch her own chest and cast Mage Armor on herself, increasing her armor class. Just by a bit.
Valda is just gonna yell, "Get behind me!"
Denis is going to pull her guitar off of her back and press the button on the bridge so that her rapier pops out of the top. And then she's also going to pop behind Valda and put her hand just gently on the small of Valda's back and cast Heroism.
Okay.
So, Valda, you are immune to being frightened, and you have 2 temporary hit points.
Woo!
Excellent.
It might not be much, but I'm doing what I can, okay?
Hey,
Heck yeah. And as you like see what's happening here, you get like a better picture of this giant hog as it
My brain's so in the gutter tonight. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
the phrasing has been quite apt,
Now I'm just picturing a giant disembodied penis charging at us.
with emerald scales as well. Love it.
It's like walking
And-
on little balls. It's fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, no,
Everything's
it's like leaping around on these little balls, and otherwise known as feet, Katie. And
Sorry, I
it
feel
takes
myself
like
in time
one
now.
hard jump, and
Yeah, it does.
two large wings pop out, like hidden from underneath like these scales, and it like takes off into the air. And in the wake of the dust in the background, you see the shaking continue from the pounding of the feet as this large creature bursts through the ground with this large, long mouth and like full of teeth, just full of teeth. And I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
Amazing.
Oh,
Dirty 20.
Mag summoning Felix as well.
Oh yeah, we'll say that was like a thing.
I rolled a natural 20 +1.
I got a dirty 20.
Felix and I got a 13.
Figured to swap in some battle music.
Yeah, let's do it.
Battle.
So Valda, you ended up being a 21, right?
Yep.
And Mag, you are what?
13.
13?
And then
Okay.
Felix will go after me in turn order.
Yeah.
So there's currently a flying pig and a big toothed monster, right? There's two separate creatures. Just want to make sure I'm understanding what we're looking at correctly.
Yeah, so there's this like giant boar that like took off into the air, and you kind of just hear it going as it like takes off and like goes like way over your heads and behind you. It does not have any interest in you.
Okay.
In fact, with some of those perception rolls that are like kind of continuing on, you can kind of like see that it was more scared than anything else.
Oh.
And what's left is this large, toothy beast. You get a better look at it as it has like this like what looks like a silvery metal plate going on like just like laid on its head. And it's almost like it's like segmented a little bit where it has this additional sets of like plate scales, like large, like very large plate scales behind it. You notice it has like these three long claws that are coming off of these two front legs, and you're not really sure, you haven't got a good look of what its back legs look like, if it has any, but you assume that that's what's there.
I hate it. Personally, I hate it.
Yeah. So that's what you're going to face right now as we enter combat, starting with Valda.
Okay, so how far away, like, feet-wise, are we?
Like you as a party?
Like, is it
or
like...
like from it?
Yeah, from it.
Okay, you are about 40 feet away.
Okay.
It's like on the other side of the bridge, and the bridge's span is about 40 feet.
So let me see. I believe what I'm going to do is walk up as far as I can.
Okay.
So I'd be about 5 feet away. And I'm going to toss a hand axe at it.
I like it.
So, let's see. Natural 20 plus 5.
Yes! That is so epic. Roll that damage.
All right. So that is 1d6 plus 3. What's a 5? So that's 8. So that's a total of 16 damage. So,
Nice.
after sort of like telling everyone to get behind me, I sort of just like pike my Morning Star in the ground, just like loose a hand axe from my belt, and just like throwing right over top, just whooah!
That is amazing. As you roll this natural 20, and are you like you're throwing it, right? So it like leaves and like spins like head over handle kind of thing, and whacks this thing square in the forehead as like it leaves a bloody gash from where it struck.
Sweet.
You have like it looks like you even like broke through some of that like plate. Like you threw it that hard. Maybe it's this newfound strength as a dragonborn, but it was pretty sweet. Are you doing anything else with your bonus and or movement?
I don't think so. I think it's more of just sort of like, just sort of, shield up. It's like, so.
All right. I'm down for it.
Beautiful work, Volda.
Thanks.
Denis. And Denis, you're up next.
Yeah. Okay. So am I able if I take the attack action, I get an increase of 10 feet in my movement speed. So that would make my movement speed 40 feet. Am I able to close the gap and get up to this
Yes.
creature?
Yeah.
Lovely. So I'm kind of going to rush up past Volda, around the side, and I'm going to use my guitar rapier. And does a 16 hit?
It does.
It does. Lovely. So first things first, I'm gonna slash through, gonna kind of go for like the side of the neck if I can, dealing 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then let me see, there's one other thing I can do. Wait, to deal extra damage equal to the number you roll on the die to the target you hit. It says, if a weapon attack hits, you can expend 1 bardic to deal extra damage equal to the number you roll on the die. Does that mean... Oh, no, it must be... It's a bardic inspiration die. That makes sense. Okay. So, and I'm going to haul back, and I'm going to come back across again, dealing an additional point of damage.
That counts.
Because I rolled a 1.
That's fair. Hey, one's better than none, right?
Yes, it is. All right, so that was my turn.
All right, and that would mean that Mag is up next.
Amazing. Mag is going to, from the bridge, hop up on Felix as Felix hops up on his hind legs. So getting a high vantage point from the bridge. And Mag is going to cast Firebolt at this jerk.
Nice.
So I gotta roll a...
Uh-oh.
That's a 1.
Oh,
Oh,
No!
I do have an inspiration. Can I use that?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
You
going to
definitely can.
use my inspiration and try that one again.
Yeah.
Please and thank you. Mag kind of
You're
like slips a little bit and like the fire like kind of motes a little bit. It's like, oh, no, wait a minute. And that's going to be 13. Does it do anything?
A
Do anything for
13
ya?
does not hit,
Oh, all
but
right.
you are not you don't fall off of Felix as you were trying to get that extra sight. So take what you can get, I guess.
I accept that. Oh boy.
are you doing anything else with like a bonus action, or is it going to be Felix's turn?
Do I have any bonus actions? This is always the question I ask.
That's the question everybody asks. Everyone's
No.
like, I don't know.
Yeah, I've only got 2 weapon fighting, and I'm not interested. So Felix
Fuck
is
those
gonna.
2 weapons, am I right?
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Cool. And you said we're about 5 feet away, and we can cross the bridge and like get to places. Yeah.
Yeah. So you would have gone up with your teammates or your companions, and you would have been basically on the other side of the bridge at this point, because that's where this thing kind of like popped out of the ground.
Cool.
So we gotta get through it, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Felix is going to move close to the critter with me on its back, and do a melee attack.
Let's go.
go. Ooh, that's gonna be a dirty 21.
That hits.
Amazing. And then that means I gotta grab a D8. This is my whole life trying to figure out how to play Dungeons and Dragons. And what's PB force damage?
PB force?
Yeah. Because it says hit 1d8 plus PB force damage on this force powered rend as like Felix swipes at this like guy.
Proficiency bonus.
Ah, cool. Thank you.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you so
chat.
much, chat. You're the best. So that would be my spell modifier.
Or I think at the like top of your character sheet, it should say like what your proficiency is.
Oh,
I
there it
think
is. Got
walking
it. Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Remember, this campaign started out as a learning campaign.
This is true.
It
And,
is still a
I am-
learning
Forever,
campaign.
ever.
and I am more than
Uh,
happy to like take a pause and be like, and so this is why this is the way it is on your character sheet, everybody.
So that's gonna hit the guy for 7 points of force damage,
Heck yeah.
like a nice like capybara uppercut.
Yeah, I would say you have between like the 4 of you, there has been a lot of damage dealt to this thing. One may even say that it's close to being bloodied.
Ooh.
Wow, we're doing. You remember when we sucked so bad with a mimic, and now we've got this giant like weird thing?
Remember when it took us an hour and a half to kill one mimic?
Oh gosh.
Oh my, how we've grown. Also, to note, Felix does impose disadvantage on the attack roll of this creature.
Oh, get
of
out of
the-
here.
Yeah,
Felix is
as
the
the
homie.
capybara like swipes this guy, like makes like a capybara bark that's intimidating, and I'm hoping that is the reason it's striking fear into this jerk.
Oh, definitely. As it now is up, it's going to look at Felix and kind of clap back, as it were, attempting to
Touch my
bite
boy.
Felix.
How dare!
Felix. My boy, my baby boy.
Let's see what I rolled.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage,
Mhm.
does a 15 hit?
It just hits.
Oh, Felix!
Felix!
Oh, Felix!
That's going to be 14 points of piercing damage to Felix.
Oh,
That's so many points.
It is.
That is a lot.
How many HP does Felix have?
Oh, I have to figure that out now.
This is the first time this has come up.
Wait.
How many HP does a capybara have in D&D?
Plus.
Oh my gosh.
That is a
Rachel, while you are pondering that,
Thank you.
I will let Valda go as the creature is done with its turn.
No one messes with our boy Felix.
That's right.
So I'm curious. Would it take, so if I were to move forward,
Yeah.
would it take an action to take the hand axe out of its face?
I would say that like retrieving your cleaver is a bonus action for the sakes of our argument here.
Okay. So I sort of want to go up and do like just sort of like no one messes with our boy Felix and like rip out the axe and then like flip my morning star and whack it on the head.
Let's do it.
Let's see. It'll be a 21 to hit.
That definitely hits. I
I
love that y'all are hitting this thing tonight.
Right?
I
Thank
was
the Lord.
extremely
Thank
worried.
the dice god.
I can use my dragon scale dice for this one.
Nice, as you're now a dragonborn.
That will be 10 points of piercing damage.
10 points, you say?
Yes.
Dang. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Just snarl at it.
Nice. As you pull the first axe out of the kind of indented and broken plate armor, you manage to get that 1-2 punch with the Morning Star out and deal those 10 points of damage. And seeing this, Denis, what do you do next?
So Denis also does not appreciate people fucking with Mag's baby.
That's again right.
And what I would like to do, if you will allow it, is I would like to essentially grab on what is its body made of? Is it scales, fur? Is it like what are we dealing with here?
So what you're really kind of looking at is this almost like leather, like rhinoceros skin, and then like kind of getting up to like its shoulders and its back of these very like large pieces of what look like steel plate. Almost imagine just like if you're familiar with Pokemon, like a Rhydon of sorts, with the way that these large pieces of like plate armor are kind of like sitting on its body, on its like
So-
top part of its back and stuff.
What Denis is gonna attempt to do? I'm gonna grab onto the plated armor, and I would like to swing myself up onto its back so that I can have a good angle at its throat to bring my rapier in.
Yeah, you make
What do you want me to?
make a like a acrobatics or dex
Sure. Let's see what's
or
better.
athletics.
Or athletics. All right. Okay. 14.
Okay, with a 14, you are able to get on top of this thing. You don't necessarily have the best grip. Like you're kind of like holding on for your life at this point. But you still, would be able to make an attack if you wanted.
All right. So what I'm attempting to do, and what I'll probably fall a little bit short of doing, is I would like to bring my rapier across its throat. I'm imagining that even if I hit, that's probably not going to be what happens. But let's see. 15. Does that hit?
It unfortunately misses.
Fuck. 15
Yeah.
misses?
Yeah.
Titties. Okay. So I'm up there. I'm kind of like wobbling along. Bring my rapier around. Go a little bit wide with my hit. And then what I'm gonna do is use my unarmed strike, which I can do as a bonus action. So as I sort of pull my hand back with the heel of my hand, I would like to try to hit it in the face.
Yeah.
Let's see if I do that. It's another fucking 15. I just whiff it 2 times.
Yeah, so unfortunately you spent a lot of your time focusing like on just getting on top of this thing, which you successfully did, and you're not being thrown off or bucked off or anything like that. You are able to, unfortunately, even though you miss with your attacks, you're able to kind of get your legs situated in such a way where you are now like securely on this thing.
It was so
And
cool in Denise's head. She was like, I'm going to be badass. I'm going to kill this thing. And then she got up there and she was like, this is not what I was expecting.
yeah, like you took like the heel of your hand, or like the palm of your hand,
I said heel
and you kind of like bash this thing like right in between the eyes, which is just like this almost steel-like substance of like bone kind of thing, and you hit it where it was like kind of dented and broken, but you don't really accomplish anything from that other than making it really mad.
Well,
And
oops.
we'll see what happens next with that. But first, Mag.
Yes.
Ha! Well, Mag, from the vantage point of being on Felix, also not pleased that Felix has been hurt in any way, and as Mag fires up another firebolt, says, "Nobody hurts my sweet boy," and throws it. Because she loves Felix so much. Yes,
You
yes,
sweet
he's a
boy.
steel construct, but she cares. This is her baby. So boom.
Matters.
That's a critical failure. She's just so sad.
Oh no!
We were doing so well.
Doing so well.
So well.
These go to dice jail. These go to
Yeah.
dice jail. Bye, bye, bye.
So let's see. You were still on Felix, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that is what's happening anymore,
No.
unfortunately. Felix, after that last bite attack, you kind of give a squeeze with your legs as you're like kind of like intending to just move forward a little bit to get your own attack going, and the sting of that bite is still being felt by Felix as Felix kind of rears back, throwing you off. Roll a dex saving throw for me.
Okay. With a different dice, please, and thank you. 16.
You were able to land on your feet, but you have now been dismounted, and I will say that Felix was going to have disadvantage on that next attack because just a little skittish after that.
Makes
that
sense.
bite.
It's okay, buddy. And Felix is going to go for another strike, if not a little unsure about it. So rolling with disadvantage is going to be, oh boy.
Uh-oh.
7.
A 7, unfortunately.
He spoke way
misses,
too
but
soon when we said this combat was going better than last time.
What a mistake. What a mistake we made. How
It's
dare we?
only that was one bad round.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna see what happens as this creature decides to then rear up on Valda, who has been doing a bunch of damage to it, and Denis.
Yeah. So. Hi.
So, what actually happens is this thing is going to take a deadly leap. It jumps 15 feet into the air as part of its movement, and then landing on its feet, it chooses to kind of like drag its claws down around and try to like land on top of you, Volda. So I'm gonna need you to succeed on a strength or dex save for me.
Oh, well, that will be a strength save for sure.
Those 2 temp hit points really came in clutch, didn't they?
12.
12? Unfortunately, that is a failure.
I rolled a
And-
7.
Oh. And Denis, with advantage, roll
No, for
roll
sure.
like
Totes.
strength or dex.
Yep. Mm-hmm. 16.
You save. So you are fine. You hold on for dear life, not taking any damage.
Perfect.
Volda, however, is going to take. Let's do the math rocks. $19 points of damage.
Ooh!
Most of it bludgeoning damage as this thing landed on you, but a little bit of slashing damage there at the end as it like raked its claws backwards in an attempt to take you out. It saw you as the biggest threat.
Fair.
And now it's your turn to get revenge as you're up.
Oh, yeah. I just, spit blood out of my mouth.
Ooh, spicy.
And I'm going to, let's see.
Come on, babe. You can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the Morning Star again.
Okay.
And this time just whap it in the jaw.
Let's do it. Let's do
So-
that big hook with a morning star.
Actually, can I change that sec?
Sure.
Okay, so instead what I'm gonna do, because I actually read up on 2-weapon fighting.
Nice.
And
Nice. Knowing your sheet.
So what? Hey! So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take both of my hand axes. And
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take both of them and just shove them into the sides of its face.
Oh man, roll something for me. Is that 2 separate attacks?
So it's 2 separate attacks. One of them is with my hit modifier, and the other one is not.
Okay. Got
So I'm
it.
going to roll the first one with the hit modifier, which is an 8, which does not hit. And then a 12, which also does not hit. So I'm just whap! There's just blood in my eyes. I just can't see.
Yeah, unfortunately this thing has also very small beady red eyes.
Yeah.
And that makes them a little bit hard to stab.
Damn.
As you miss, unfortunately. But all is not lost. Denis, you're going to be up.
So, I have a question. So I am sitting on top of this thing. I'm holding. I'm basically in the same sort of movement. I'm in the same square as this thing, basically. Correct?
Yes.
So, if I was to unleash my breath weapon down on top of its head, how would that deck save work exactly?
So, is your breath weapon acid again?
It is.
Okay.
Is that? Fuck.
I mean, you can do it, but you might have to let go and jump up off of this thing, unleashing your breath weapon as you do it.
But why?
Because otherwise you're gonna get acid all over your like hands and stuff.
What if I am willing to take a little bit of acid damage for it not to be able to make its deck save? Like, I'm just clinging on and breathing out.
Sure.
And I'm taking one for the team.
Yeah. Roll your damage.
Yes. All right. That's going to be 6 points of poison damage, or sorry, acid damage.
Okay, and you're taking half.
Okay, I'll do it. So I just open my mouth and I spew this putrid greenish yellow acid down onto the skull of this thing. And I don't even care that my hands are getting a little bit splashed. I'm just like, fuck this bitch.
Fuck this bitch indeed.
Fuck this bitch, am I right?
All right. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna...
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give him a little smack after
Smack.
Just a little. So the thing is that my unarmed strike right now cannot do more than a singular point of damage. So I'm really just imagining this is sort of like a little bit of like a. Just like a
Hey, every point counts. We've
Every
said it
point
before.
counts.
I'll say it again.
I don't hit though.
Well, you tried.
I did try. I was distracted by the extreme burning I'm currently feeling in both of my hands.
Yes.
Like losing a little bit of sensation, going a little numb, you know.
There is a burning sensation that you feel. Yeah.
For sure. That's my turn.
That being said, Mag, you're up.
Amazing. Mag is not gonna throw another firebolt. Instead, she's gonna slide to the bottom of this jerk, and use her quarterstaff with green flame blade equipped.
Mm-hmm.
How do I hit on it? How do I find where I do this? Brandish a weapon and make a melee attack. On a hit, I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says on a hit. So do I have to like roll for a melee attack?
Yes.
Cool. Then I'll do that.
So it sounds like you're swinging your quarterstaff as the weapon.
Yeah.
And then there's like
is
some like added
illuminated
magical
with
effect. Yeah.
the green flame blade.
Yep.
That's gonna be 11.
Y'all were doing so well.
I know
on that first round.
we opened our silly little mouths.
This is probably my fault at some point because I also said you guys were doing really well. But yeah, that misses unfortunately.
Darn it.
There was a reason I was trying to get around that save. The dice are not doing us any favors anymore.
Felix.
Felix is gonna go for the hit attack again.
All right, this is regular roll, not disadvantage or anything.
Cool.
I want to like redeem stuff for y'all, but like that goes against what I'm supposed to be doing.
Felix from another position, not near me now, tries its force-powered rend, and that's an 8.
Actually, now that like the four of you are kind of, you're like not on top of Felix anymore. I would say that you have advantage on the attack rolls because you're kind of
In trouble, and we need help.
no. You're oh my goodness, why am I forgetting this
Flanking?
term? You are flanking, yeah,
There
and
we
I'm going
go.
to treat that as advantage.
Cool.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Oh, Rachel, you got inspiration in chat.
Oh, goody.
Excellent. So you
Uh,
also have an inspiration to use.
Oh,
Wow.
Valor's given
Boom.
everyone
Boom.
inspiration.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you
love
so much.
Wow,
We
yay.
deeply need it. Honestly, when Baylor put my name
Oh
in,
my
I
god,
thought
we all got them.
I really thought that.
I
Oh, yeah,
never
forgot.
get it. But
Valor
it's
has
fine.
like 44,000 channel points.
Goodness
Amazing.
gracious.
Okay, so with advantage on my attack. Oh, that's gonna be a 20 plus 5.
Woo!
So
Nat 20?
yeah, nat 20. And then with the
Thanks.
modifier for the attack. So Felix like rears up both hind legs and just like thwomps double pod onto this jokester. This
Yeah.
ugly face. And then that's gonna be that's gonna be 10 damage.
10 damage? That's
10
really good.
damage.
Schlib gave Zeki inspiration. Fucking rude.
Damn it.
Thank you, Slib.
Schlib, we are in a fight.
I will use that appropriately. All right. It's up. Apparently, someone disagrees that this thing should have a turn, but I'm not sure whose gremlin that was, but
Oh, the meowing? That was my boy.
okay. But this thing is gonna, you know, as much as it would like to throw Denis off, but quick question for
yeah.
the chat. Inspiration allows whichever player was given inspiration advantage or an extra die roll, a free re-roll. Thank you, Valor, to whatever they're doing.
Yeah, Danny,
Whether
that's
that
not a dumb
is-
question.
Yeah, whether it's in combat or it's say that they're trying to investigate and look for clues, they could like get an extra re-roll for an investigation check or whatever. So
Or sometimes you get given a lot of advantage at the end of a session. You still roll all below 10s. that also
It's true.
happens sometimes.
yeah. So
By
yeah,
sometimes I mean to us 2 sessions ago.
yeah. So no problem. Anybody in the chat that puts in a question like that, we will definitely try to answer, because this started out as like a learning how to play stream. So in the spirit of that, as long as it like doesn't totally break things, we'll try to explain that stuff to you. But yeah, instead it's gonna take another bite at you, Valda.
All right.
Yeah, it saw that you were like there, and knowing it got those claws into you before, now it's gonna try to sink its teeth into you. Oh my gosh! Rolling a natural 1
Oh,
myself.
thank fuck.
This thing tries to bite at you, Volta, and instead, you kind of like jump out of the way, and this thing goes face first into the ground. It like tunnels through the ground, so don't think it's like necessarily too terrible of it, but it is instead, since it was trying to bite you, it's going to take a little bit of damage.
You do have that inspiration, Zeki. I hate to.
I do, but
Okay, you're being nice. I appreciate it.
yeah.
Your kindness does not go unappreciated among us who cannot beat anything with you.
Oh, I mean, don't say that yet. I could totally choose to re-roll it at like such a different time whenever it's like critical to the story. Schlibbity, don't worry. I will make it a very impactful extra roll. Like it'll be something like they're hanging off a cliff and I roll for extra ice or something.
Extra ice.
So don't worry. It will it'll come into effect when it needs to. But yeah, it like went face first into the ground. Vault is back up.
I'm going to like put my foot on its neck and just say, "That's right, stay there." Morning star in the head. Come on, dice. Please be good to me. That's cocked. That'd be a 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
All right. Let's see. 1d8 plus 3, which is an 8. So 11.
Dang, 11? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this thing is not looking like it's hanging on much longer after that last bit of damage. And you four could potentially get rid of this thing this turn.
Yeah, I'm just whap.
Yeah, you were whapping away at it.
Yep. And I just look over to Denis and I'm just like, finish it!
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm just gonna let me find the dice as well. This is my good dice. This is my baby. She's doing good. Okay. Yeah, my guitar hero. Ooh, I'm totally naming my weapon Guitar Hero. I'm gonna take Guitar Hero, and I would like to essentially bring it right down through the skull of the head and go directly into the brain. And let's see if I can.
Do it.
18.
18 hits.
Okay. And that's gonna be where is my damage? It is 1d8 plus 1. Okay, what am I doing? Is this my d8? This is my d8. 9 points of slashing damage. And if it doesn't feel like that's enough, I'm gonna give him a little bitch slap across the back of the head.
Roll that bitch
Roll
slap.
that
across
bitch
the head.
slap?
Yeah, let me just.
I'm gonna use that inspiration that I had. Oh God, mother titties! It's not gonna hit. The bitch slap's not gonna hit.
Okay, well,
Your hands are burned with acid.
My hands are burnt. I'm in pain. I'm sorry.
so the Guitar Hero. Actually, why don't you tell me how this happens? How do you kill this thing?
Yes!
So as I'm sort of riding barebacked, kind of arms around its neck, I'm gonna bring the Guitar Hero up, and I'm gonna slice the skull, like coming from the front of the head backwards, so that the head splits in two, and just sort of the brains and the sinew and all the things you find in the head of a living creature begins to just spill out, and the skull is completely cracked in half. And then I'm gonna slide off the back and be like, I told you I'd finish it.
I run up to Denis, very impressed by her slaying blow, and just sort of like pick her up, just like bloody hands and all, just like, you did so good.
Mag runs over with Felix shortly after, and we joined the group hug. We did it!
Oh my God, you guys, my hands hurt so bad. Ow.
Denis, I've never seen you do anything that would cause you harm that would help someone else. You've really grown. I love you. I love you so much.
Stop it. I love you, Mag.
I love you, Volta. I love you, Felix.
I love both of you. And then I go to give her a hug, and I realize I have acid all over my hands. I'm like, maybe later. Maybe later.
As this group hug is happening, I just didn't want to interrupt it. So if there was any more,
Oh,
please.
hold on. Let me see those little mitts.
And I take Denis' hands into my hands, and I cast Cure Wounds.
Mike, you've never done
Yeah.
that.
No, that looks really upsetting, and you need your hands. You
Honestly,
play music.
one of the most traumatic experiences in my entire life, truly.
So that's gonna heal Denis for 8 points.
Perfect. I only needed 3, so.
Beautiful.
Nice. Yeah,
Really
Valda, I
old.
think was
little
had taken way
Mag
more
just
damage,
leaves
right?
little smooches.
Oh, thanks, Mag.
Do you need some of this healing too? I have 3 slots and I have not used them, so I might
mean,
as well.
On a scale of like 0 to 36, I'm feeling about a 19.
I love that so much.
So like
I'm gonna
after Mag
steal
is
that.
done kissing, like Denise' hands all like fixed and stuff. She goes over and goes, "Where's the worst of the boo boos?"
Oh my
And you
gosh.
just see like, because there's like bite marks and there's just like blood dripping.
Okay, get in here.
And very tiny Mag just hugs Waldo around the leg and heals. Unfortunately, only for 6 points.
Hey, you know,
That's all I got.
Feeling 25 is better than feeling
What?
19.
And that, you
Yeah.
know what? Denis looks over at Volda and she goes, "Babe, you did so good." And you heal for an additional 3 points.
Wow.
An additional 3.
There
I
you
feel
go.
like
And don't worry
Well-
about Felix. He'll self-heal over 3 days.
Over 3 days.
It's cool.
Just 3 days.
Valda is a little unsure how to handle all of this love and affection. And is sort of like awkwardly blushing, which you can weirdly still see under like the trails of blood down her face.
I just feel like we've gotten so close over the last 24 hours. You're getting to be up there. You're not quite as high as Mag, but you're getting there.
I don't know how to handle this right
I mean,
now.
you're still not as high as Mag. Like, it's fine. You're not my favorite.
I mean, you don't need to like rub it in.
What do you want me to? I don't know. Just Mag.
I-
what am supposed to say?
And Valda just sort of mutters to herself and just sort of like walks sort of away to just start trying to like clean what she can
Of
from
course.
armor and weaponry.
Yeah, and I will say, like, as this is like starting to happen, you got, and the 3 of you are like starting to like break down and go through everything. You hear like some footsteps of someone coming around the bend.
Does he have a beak?
Valda is like, "Oh, not again," and just like takes the defense stance again.
Yes, and this person, upon inspection, does have a beak, and they also happen to only be about 3'5", roughly around Rachel's height or Mag's height.
What are they
And-
wearing? I need
Yeah,
to know.
Full outfit description right now, DM.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Break down
getting,
them fashions.
getting into the description of this person, you see a penguin-looking individual, kind of waddling as fast as possible towards the 3 of you, kind of waving his wings. You see like little digits kind of hanging off the wings too, so like does have fingers. But then as it gets closer, you notice like there's these 3 jewels kind of like on his chest, and he's decidedly wearing like overalls, farmer style.
I really need to meet this fella's tailor. Like, seriously. Hello! Are you Pascal?
Did
Ahoy.
you date someone with a big head and an eyeball?
Well, I never dated anybody like that. But if you're talking about Captain, we're good friends.
We have a package for you. from the captain. We almost died to get it here. Do you happen to have any, like, health potions at home or anything? Maybe a little spot of respite. As you can see, there's a lot of blood here.
Well, that's the problem, because I seem to have lost my pig.
Oh my god, he was like flying overhead. I'm gonna be honest, didn't super keep tabs on him because, big, scaly armor dude was kind of.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, tried to eat your pig. You should keep a better eye on him.
Oh, was it
frankly.
one of them mulettes again, popping out from the
Mulettes.
ground?
Yes?
Yes. I mean, I don't. Did it disintegrate when it died? Because its corpse might just be there.
Oh, the penguin who like couldn't really see around the two dragonborn that now had crowded its space, kind of like pokes its head between like your legs, Denis, and is like, "Well, I'll be. That's a juvenile right there. They're a little bit easier to kill."
It wasn't so very, very hard to get him for sure, but we're not from around here.
Well, you see, the mulettes eat some of this here crystal, and like the penguin like points to the river where like more of this brown and black looking ice kind of floats. That's not really ice. You see, we're in the part of the galaxy that had the Black Star collapse many aeons ago. And now I farm this methane ice crystal.
Are you farming farts? Are you a fart?
A fartmer?
A fartmer! He's a fartmer.
Giggle all you want.
Oh
But-
no, it's a very noble profession, I imagine.
But all these spelljammers need my concoction, my product, if you will.
Wait, the intergalactic ships run on farts?
The cannon is getting so.
You like eating food, hot food and stuff, right? Like hot water in your showers?
Oh my god, is my shower heated by farts? It's so gross.
I love this. As an engineer, this is great news.
Even though Erica is laughing, I feel like Valda understands this and is just like nodding along, like, yeah, like the methane crystals, like, of course, you know.
Y'all acting like you've never heard of gas power before. Oh god. What's honestly amazing is I think this is our first fart joke on this channel, which feels off-brand, to be fair.
I had to change that, so I had to have a fart farmer.
Fart.
No, a fartmer.
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 Yes.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
But I do believe I have something at the farm. I mean, I keep my pigs, my prize pigs, and they're my riding and racing pigs too. I have some of those as well. That's the
Big
one
fart.
that was there flying about. But you know, I primarily have to be very careful as I harvest the ice crystals because they could explode.
Explosive fart crystals. I love this planet. It's a good place to be.
And that is why I live so far away from town. Don't want an accidental kaboom just killing all my friends.
No, a fart catastrophe would be very
A
unfortunate.
fartastrophe, as they say.
Oh, as they do say.
Do y'all have a lot of bowel humor problems in where you come from? Because
We're just enjoying being alive after our encounter.
Pascal, I'm sorry. They just don't understand how I was going to say how ships
Worth
work,
it.
and then I had a moment where I saw what Schlibbity wrote and almost said how shits work, which I feel like still tracks.
Still tracks. Still part of. Yep. We're here.
Yeah,
Well-
they're just not with the intricacies of the way that ships are powered in our astral sea.
Well, the ability that this stuff is able to stay in solid form, really helps having like a solid fuel source for all
So
this-
shit.
for all the jammers.
So
Real.
shit.
I love how solid your thoughts are on this planet.
Well, you can really thank the Black Star and its, collapse, which released all of these small things, and they formed in space, and
I'm not well.
well, they're farts. You're right.
I love it. But Denny, can you get an image of me with the crystals, please?
You want a picture with the farts? That's
It's so brilliant.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. Guess we'll take a picture.
Whatever
of
you
it.
Atomic
do.
methane. Come on.
Mag with her
Really-
fart crystals. Cause why wouldn't I do that? Fuck it. Yeah, sure. I'll start taking some pictures of Mag and the fart crystals.
I have a question about this sentence.
Get in the photo with me, Felix. Come here. My
Take
steel
a
defender
sniff
cat
and a last look.
I'm just like lying posed on
Uh,
Felix in front of these crystals.
Mag, you're so gross. This is so cringe.
I may be cringe, but I am free.
Oh, just click, 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 click.
So, are you going back to the farm? I'm guessing. Are you still like
We
walking?
probably should. We also probably should give him the package because so far all we've done is tell
Yeah.
me mine's farts and take some pictures of his farts.
I'm
Well, they're not my farts. I just,
No, they
oh,
get,
they're the farts of a star.
yeah, they're star farts.
They're star farts. Yeah, they're star farts.
Majestic.
I'm curious with the sending stone. Is it the type of thing where as you take a picture, it saves over the last thing that you took? Or does it have a storage system?
Oh, there is no storage system. It kind of like does the whole like cassette tape. It's like once
Yeah.
it's full, then you have to like record over top of it. But
Okay, great.
there is like a certain length that Denis can like store, but it's like very finite. So stuff from like last week might not be on that tape anymore, kind of thing.
This is the logical conclusion of Carl Sagan's Stardust comment.
There starts.
We're all made of
All made
fun.
of farts.
Jesus Christ.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Danny. That's what I was going for.
No, for sure. Yeah, we're going to the fart farmer
Fart farm.
Yeah.
farm.
Also, before we go with you, here, well, give this sweet friend the package.
I have
This
no
thing,
idea
like,
what
look,
the shape is or how big it is.
it was like 6 inches by like 2 inches or whatever, and like this little. They're called Dowar,
Dowar.
the penguin people.
I think they're
Oh.
adorable.
They are. And this farmer just like takes his little wings and like grabs the little package as you are holding it at like waist high.
Oh, sorry.
And voraciously rips it open immediately. Like doesn't even wait to get home. Just like rips it open.
To be fair, I was curious. So
Oh, Philip, what'd you get me this time?
Philip?
And it is 2 packages of like anchovies, just like in tins.
I'm feeling a little underwhelmed. Not gonna lie, just a little bit.
Oh, these are gonna be so good. And
I can't believe I did my first selfless act for anchovies.
and this giant pig comes back to the ground, with like landing and like kind of tucking its wings back underneath the scales, and it kind of like wiggles its butt as it comes close to the four of you. Pascal opening the first package of anchovies, and after slurping one down himself, takes another one from the container and throws it to Mercury, his flying pig, and Mercury chomps it down happily. Ooh, Philip knows I like these. Well, let's get to the farm. I got something for him as well.
Is it also food?
Nope, it's farts.
Starfarts!
When we said we were going to go on an intergalactic adventure, I was expecting a little bit more like monsters and gold and a little bit less farts and anchovies. But no,
I mean, we did have a monster.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right.
And the farts, while they may seem funny, do fuel a large swath of this particular system. So, I mean, if you think about it, fuel might be more precious than money.
No, it's really not. Thank you, though.
I mean, back where I come from, fuel pretty much is money. And if you own the fuel,
You own the money.
you own the money.
That is correct.
All right, let's go to this fucker's farm. This fucker's farm.
We're almost there. As you go around the bend, you start to see like the fence of all of the fart farm properties. And what's kind of like mystifying about all of this too is like this river also like runs like through like half the property. And just imagine these large fields of bluegrass, and like you're hearing like this like oh like tritone of like musical notes as like the wind kind of rustles through in like different varying degrees. So you get this like very like quaint like feeling as you're there. And the weird thing about all of this is that you notice that these large blocks, probably, there's some blocks that are Denis as big as like your house was in Green Foam. And like they're all like kind of like tied down so they don't like float away. And
Floating farts.
what ends up happening is Pascal is kind of explaining and like generally waving his little penguin hands around. You see, I gotta tie him down because if I don't, my farts will just float away after I get it out of the ground. On top of that, the water kind of keeps it stable, so it kind of like is buoyant and won't float away as much. I think it's because of the slow osmosis of the methane coming off the ice. A slow, silent kind of creep.
Now, is this situation also deadly?
It can be extremely deadly, especially if the water is boiling, ma'am.
This is so fascinating. I'm so glad that I'm learning all about this.
I'm so disgusted.
Mag is mesmerized.
So
like this mechanical system is blowing her mind. It's so fun for her.
Denis is like holding back vomit.
Yeah. So like as you get over to like the farmhouse, he quickly goes inside and puts away the anchovies. And when he comes back with a large, bright, like neon yellow rope. And he's like, well, I got 2 blocks here and there. How big is your ship again?
How big is our ship again?
Do I remember how big the ship is?
It's about like 150 feet.
About
That's about
150
feet.
Mag probably at some point did look at the schematics of the boat if it's available, because it's like her little brain.
Oh
just
yeah, for
loves like.
Oh, then yeah, you would know that this is like a 4-deck, large Nautilus-shaped Spelljammer. You also saw some like very concerning things at the bottom of the schematics regarding mind flayers, but that's like a story for a different time.
Just gloss over that. It's fine.
The story for a different time. But for what you need right now and what you can remember, it is about like 150 feet long with 4 decks, which adds a lot more space. And excuse me, after mentioning that the ship is Nautilus as well, Pascal goes, "Oh, right, the Nautilus one. Okay, well, Philip really did score on that. But I think you want this one." And he goes over to this large block that is, probably 15 by 15 by 15. It's like a big cube. And throws rope and ties it around and attaches it. And this like ice block of methane is kind of just like floating. And you get to walk your floating rock home.
Just walk those floating farts all the way back to the ship.
Well, I think this is all you need. I really appreciate what you do there. Saving old Mercury. I don't know what I would do without my hog.
I can't. Now I just have penises and farts. That is not okay.
I just didn't come up with any of that myself. That's all your construction.
Well, Denise a teen, so what do you expect?
That was Katie. That was just Katie.
those teens and their jokes. I believe they call them Zoomers because they go around the astral season quick.
Well, I love how much I'm learning here. Volta, could you help me tie this cube, this beautiful cube of precious thought to Felix?
Sure.
Thank you. I'm not tall enough to make that work.
God.
So the cube of fart is now attached to our steel defender.
Yep.
Well, I really would like to have some fun with them anchovies. I don't know what else you all have for planning on your day, but I'm sure Philip.
I, Katie, have a question. What is fun with anchovies constitute?
Slurping them, eating them, frying them up with some eggs, chopping them up and making a nice Caesar salad. What do you do with them?
Nothing, honestly.
Is there something I'm missing out in your part of the realm?
No, I just needed to know what your plan was. Now I'm good.
Okay.
That was Katie asking from an alternate dimension.
Just eating them.
Okay.
My little fishies.
Pascal, who are you talking to? What is happening?
Well, I had a partner out here, but well,
Oh no.
we had an accident with one of the cubes.
Oh,
Death by farts. Oh no.
so truly deadly.
It
I'm
was
sorry for
actually-
your loss. We
it
should
was
probably
actually-
go.
It was actually pretty sad. It was one of those silent situations. There was a chunk in a pocket, and we were washing clothes and hot water, and boom.
Fuck you, Zeki.
This is the best. I love Dungeons and Dragons.
D&D
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Pascal, we've gotta go. We should
For sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure Philip would like his fuel.
Yes, absolutely. We just go back the way we came. to get to the tavern, right?
That's correct. It's the only road there is.
The only road there is. I know. I wrote it down, but I just wanted to make sure we're not from around here, so. You
Oh,
know,
I
mean,
understand.
yeah, I mean, obviously, we're very enamored by your thoughts. But you take care. It was a true delight making your acquaintance. I don't know how long we'll be on the astral sea, but if we cross paths again, I will consider myself very blessed.
Mag hops up on Felix and is like,
Up, let's go.
Well, just know if you ever need to get any fuel, you can come to Party On and get down with us.
Thank you. That's so kind.
Oh,
God.
and you spend another like hour and a half to 2 hours
chatting.
doing a Midwest goodbye, and
Yeah.
then also
Sounds about right.
an additional hour and a half walking back to the tavern. You drop the cube off at the ship. The crew seems to know what to do with it, so
That's good.
they don't require you to place the
Place
fart.
the farts where they go. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, like the inside of the Nautilus, it's like all pressurized like compartments.
For sure.
You don't want to like add some kind of weird off gas situation and then weird containerized explosions.
You could
could
say
happen.
this crew really has an artistry with this fart. So a
Fartistry?
fartistry,
Yes.
as it were.
Yeah,
They're
there is a
farties.
strong artistry. They're fartists. Yes, good one, Denis. But yeah, you've completed your errand for the trip. If you'd like to join the captain at the tavern, you can guess they're probably there drinking. You could head back to the ship and see if your favorite GIF is back, Margaret. It's up to you. Whatever you want.
Denis needs a drink. Denis will drink on the ship. Denis will drink in the tavern. As long as there's a drink, Denis is happy.
I feel like Valda would definitely go into the tavern as a way to also just sort of try to I don't know what the right word is, but just sort of like come in and just sort of impress the captain, this humanoid-ish thing of legend, covered in
Blood.
gore.
Yeah, let's go chase that clout.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was where I was looking for a clout. Yes.
I mean, I'm going wherever they're going and there's booze, so I will follow along happily.
All right, so I'm guessing the synopsis here is go to the tavern.
We're going to the
I
tavern.
think so. I think
All
that's
right,
what it boils down to, yes.
you
Yes.
make it into the tavern. The tavern is very homely, kind of like a dive bar of sorts. Again, this is like a small like village. It really doesn't have that many people, that much going on. The methane farming is really like the biggest economic driver here, and everyone else kind of just hangs and like sustains life for everybody, you know.
Just chilling.
But there's Captain Philip Starstream, just getting deep into his pints. Welcome back. Was it a success?
Anchovies delivered. We only kind of almost died.
That's great. That's great news. How's old Pascal doing?
Oh my gosh, he's adorable.
Ha.
And a brilliant farmer.
Only the best for this ship.
Yeah.
Denis goes-
So I sort of like saunter up to the bar, just like Morning Star, just like maybe next time, just let us know if there's gonna be any monsters.
I mean, you weren't in the big city. Of course, it's gonna get a little wild in some of these backcountry planets.
Drink water.
Oh no. All I have is paint water. And I'm not,
Don't
Don't
drink
drink
that.
I'm not going to drink the paint water.
Don't do that. But yeah, there's gonna always be beasts afoot in some of the more wild places we go.
I mean, I would know that. But we
Oh,
want to make sure
right.
everyone.
Oh no,
No.
I assumed that there would be monsters.
mean,
they
okay.
It's highly mentioned in my adventurer's brochure.
I'm going to like more point towards Denis.
Denis is not paying any attention. Denis has sat down at the bar and is ordering a drink and just like in her own little world.
Oh, I understand. Sorry. Yeah, for future notice, always be prepared to kill something if it's not going to be trying to kill you. What did you
That's
run
exactly what my brochure says. Whoa.
Point of clarification. Are they IDing me at this bar? Because I don't think Denis is old enough to drink.
into? You take a look at some of the locals that are there, and they're not asking you any questions.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, this planet is called Party On. What do you think they want to do?
I go, Maggie, I take it back. I love it here. This is the best planet I've ever been on.
I'm really glad you were able to get that fuel for us. It'll make Margaret really happy. You know, she loves that gas range of hers.
Oh my god,
We-
our food
we
literally is
love
with
what-
some farts.
We love what she can do with that. So appreciation coming from all sides. Really.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I put the cream in your shared room or whatever.
Quotas, I think, is what they're called.
If
Bunks.
this episode is not called Cream, Hogs, and Farts, I don't want it.
I honestly did not know where any of this was going in any direction.
I'm gonna change the title right now.
I put the Kareem in your Abdul Jabbar.
Oh, wow. Wowzers.
Oh man, Schlib, that was a good one. But yeah, do you want to talk to the captain anymore, or you guys just gonna like fade out having a good time at the tavern before
I am
heading back to the ship?
happy to fade out having a good time in the tavern.
Toasting our success.
Yes.
Mag obviously asking further questions about the inner working mechanics of the methane gas system in the Nautilus. Really just like getting granular about it.
Yeah, no, of course.
Really talking shop.
And Denise getting drunk because we gotta
Sometimes
get that drunken master way somehow.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's very nice to speak to an adult.
One thing that I want to do is, because I'm very in tune with the fact that there's like a warrant or a bounty out for my head.
Yeah.
Just sort of seeing if I hear anything about that, or people like saying anything regarding what might involve moi.
Okay, so I have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
How drunk are you trying to get in this endeavor?
I would say that I'm sort of doing the thing where it's like I'm drinking just enough where it doesn't look suspicious, but I'm not trying to get drunk because I'm
Okay.
specifically trying to get some information.
Okay, perfect. So there will be no Constitution save, but while not hearing anything during your bar experience, when leaving the tavern and heading back towards the Spelljammer, you do see a it's almost like a big bulletin board, and on the top of it it says Crag's list, and on it are like what would look to be like several, like almost like they were like bounties for different monsters that are out in the wilds, and a couple like missing people's posters for including one kind of familiar to you. Certain
Is it
prince that's
DeVito?
missing.
Oh, DeVito.
There is a DeVito poster, and because you're sober, you notice. This will be like the last thing before we break for the night, everybody.
Well,
You notice there
For
is
an hour
one.
until we come back.
Yeah, you notice there's a wanted poster with your human face on it, and while not noticing anybody right this minute, can you make an insight check for me?
Oh, Volda.
15.
With a 15, you remember everybody else around you getting a little bit rowdy and calling you out by name fairly loudly in this dive bar, and are now rethinking your time spent tonight. As we end the session for tonight, getting back on the ship.
Mother titties.
Can I just sort of like rip it down? as
Oh
I
yeah,
do
you can
that?
totally take it. It's
Okay,
yours.
great. Fuck.
Oh my god.
And that's where we're going to leave off
Holy shit.
on this adventure of Golden Chaos Girls love adventures.
Chaos.
Truly chaos. Wow. Okay. So I do want to kind of end the stream quickly just because I know that we have another stream coming up at 10:30. So
Yeah, we do.
come
Mhm.
back here in about 50 minutes, and we will be doing more D&D, different campaign, whatever it is, short module, 1-6-7 shot. I don't know. And very quickly though, Erica, since you will not be there, where can people find you? Because you make pretty things, pretty shiny click clack mouth rock.
Yeah, I don't know how to do things. I'm Mercury Dice. So follow me on all of the social medias at Mercury Dice. Posting Dice got a new posting schedule, so trying to post a little bit more content so you can see some of those beautiful shiny click clacks, which might be helpful after we all roll just so badly.
So bad. Gosh.
So fucking bad.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I'm gonna have us raid Balra. So if you're looking for something to do for the next 50 minutes, go say hi. She's great. We love her.
Yeah.
And then if you would like to come back and hang out with her, or her, us, Jesus, I can talk. It's fine. Hang out with us. We will be back here. I will be DMing. It will be fun. Rachel and Zeki will both be there.
Yeah.
Woo!
And, you know, in between, if you happen to go to the merch store at the bottom of the page and
True.
want to like get a
forget
shirt or a
to-
hat or a fanny pack, it's all you.
Yes.
Crop top hoodie. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm wearing one. Hold on, wait. I can plug. Although it is kind of because of the green screen see through, but cute little crop top
That's
hoodie.
so cute.
Very
That's
cute.
so cute.
Yes, 10 out of 10. All right, everyone, go say hi to Balra and come back in about 50 minutes, and we'll see you there. Bye.
Yeah.